With E3 coming up soon, so does some hype about new games. The Nintendo 3DS is an excellent handheld system. So I thought to myself, it would be pretty amazing to have some of my favorite games get a sequel announced on the 3DS during E3. That's why I have gathered 5 games that I think deserve a sequel on the 3DS. So sit back and relax as I reveal my top 5 games that deserve a 3DS sequel. Mega busting its way to number 5 is the Megaman Battle Network / Star Force types of games. Megaman Battle Network was for the Game Boy Advance and the original DS. And the most recent, Megaman Star Force, was on the DS as well. We still haven't gotten one of those types of games on the 3DS, which baffles me because this Megaman series is pretty damn enjoyable. You play on a square arena and you have to use battle chips to attack. There are a variety of chips. One chip could be a sword attack, the other one could be a grenade, another one can heal you. There's plenty of chips in this game. You also have the ability to dodge incoming enemy attacks. To do this, simply move Megaman in the spaces away from the attack. It's so damn gratifying dodging an enemy's attack and then countering it with your own. The last Star Force game we got was in 2007. Come on, Capcom, it's been 8 years, make something happen. Advancing its way to number 4 is Advance Wars. Haha, yeah, I know, I'm so creative. Jokes aside, the last Advance Wars was released in 2005 on the Nintendo DS. This game is made by our favorite developers, Intelligent Systems, the wonderful developers who have brought us the Fire Emblem series. A sequel for Advance Wars could have the same revival similar to Fire Emblem. Gameplay wise, Advance Wars has you controlling an army of soldiers and tanks. Your goal is to wipe out your enemy and capture his or her base. Similar to Fire Emblem, strategy is important. You don't want to just rush in your units all in one go. Instead, you want to slowly take out your enemy units and capture parts of your enemy's base. Advance Wars definitely deserves a sequel on the Nintendo 3DS and would be wonderful to play on the go. Catching them all at number 3 is Pokemon Pinball. Come on guys, you know I like Pokemon. How can there not be a Pokemon game on this list? The last Pokemon Pinball game was on the Game Boy Advance, which means it skipped out on the original DS. Come on, be honest now, doesn't the idea of playing a pinball game centered around Pokemon just want to make you fork over that hard-earned cash already? Gameplay wise, you catch Pokemon by interacting with the environment. Once you activate the catch event, you'll see the silhouette of a Pokemon. Hitting the top bumpers with the pinball will show the Pokemon. After that, just hit the Pokemon 3 times and bam, you just caught yourself a Pokemon. This concept is really entertaining and playing this game on the go in short bursts just seems right. Pokemon Pinball for the Game Boy Advance is on the Wii U eShop. So Nintendo hasn't forgotten about this IP, so hopefully Nintendo pulls through with the sequel. Blasting its way to number 2 is the 2D Metroid series. The last installment of the 2D Metroid series was Zero Mission in 2004.
Did somebody say Metroid?
Zero, what are you doing in my top 5?
Step aside, it's my top 5 now. As you know, I'm a huge fan of the Metroid series, especially the 2D ones.
So let me briefly explain to you why they need a sequel. The last game in the Metroid chronology is Metroid Fusion, one of my personal favorites, and I believe the story leaves a lot of open ends for another installment. So, spoilers for a game over 10 years old, but Fusion ended with ESL SRX research facility vaporizing planet SR-38's atmosphere. Doing so is meant to eliminate all the X-parasites, but that seems too convenient. So I propose that some of them survived and took over the planet, and it's Samus's job to exterminate them once again. You know, this whole top 5 thing is not my style. You can have it back, Ace.
Thanks, Zero, and that's the reason why the 2D Metroid series should have a sequel on the 3DS. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, my top pick for the game that absolutely needs a sequel on the 3DS is none other than The World Ends With You. A very popular game for the original DS made by Square Enix. If you didn't already, you play as a teenage boy named Netu and you have a partner named Shiki. Both of these characters had a cameo appearance in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance on the Nintendo 3DS.
Sora, right?
Yeah, but, how do you know that?
Looks like I'm not a player.
A player?
Come on, keep up. In the game.
If it's dangerous, how can you just leave me here? Aren't you my knight in shining armor? Well?
Knight? You've got the wrong idea.
Oh my gosh, I was so just kidding. you get out much?
Could Square have given us a possible hint of a sequel? Maybe, but let's get on to the game's story. You start off in Shibuya with your memories gone and you make a pact with Shiki. Also, you have 1 week to complete missions or die. To attack, you simply just tap the screen, and pins determine the power and attributes of that attack. Furthermore, this game has some upbeat J-pop music that just gets you pumped to destroy some monsters. With all this said, The World Ends With You deserves a sequel on the 3DS. Square Enix, please make this happen. Please, I'll throw money on you, come on. Well, that concludes my top 5 games that need a 3DS sequel. With the 3DS lineup looking like a desert at the moment, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these games on the list actually did come true. I hope you all enjoyed this list. Leave a like, comment down a game you would like to have a 3DS sequel, and as always, this is Ace, and I'm signing out.